This is Joshua Hart for JTH Boxing. Today, it's always a pleasure to be joined by a local boy, a local fighter, Ezra Taylor. How are we doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Always a pleasure to be interviewed by a local as well, man. I'm good. Everything's in line for a good performance on Saturday. And yeah, man, I'm just excited for it, but also just, sponging this whole experience. Because it's all new to me, man. We're from Nottingham. It's real small. We're now at Wembley, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to be here. It really is.
Okay, so it's on this journey together. This is my first time being all around Wembley and everything. It's a mad place, isn't it?
Crazy, right? And that's exactly how I feel as well, man. It's a bit surreal to me. And I feel like people will probably be shocked to hear that, because once you're here, you can act like, oh yeah, this is normal to me. No, it's not. It ain't. But in a second breath, it kind of is as well, because I've been working so hard. So the opportunity is here now, and I'm more than ready for it. So yeah, man, you've got to take it all in your stride. It's you too as well.
I want to talk about your fight this weekend. Massive step up. From the names you've had so far, obviously I know you're not saying this is a step up listening to how the way you talk, but on paper it is Joel McIntyre, former English champion, two-time English champion. You want someone with not the biggest of amateur backgrounds, but still regardless, you're taking these fights. It just shows a lot about you as a fighter, doesn't it? You want to take these big challenges.
100%, man. I feel like I'll rise to the occasion as well. Again, like you said, it's not a massive step up to me. It's just a step up. That's all it is. The last fight was a step up as well. And people probably are doubting why I'm taking these steps, but you don't know how hard I work behind closed doors and the sacrifice I've made to be where I want to be in this game. So these fights here only make sense to me. It may not to other people, and that's fine. Saturday night I get to prove all the doubters wrong, if I do have any. But Saturday is where I get to step into my new light, cement my name in, I believe, in the top 10 in the UK, and yeah, man, start prying what's mine, slowly. I can talk and shout that I want this, but I'm getting to a stage where I want to get to a stage, God willing, that I'm going to start coming and start taking essentially them titles off other people and doing what I need to do.
It's these types of fights that you need as you're coming up. You need those fights that will get you hungry and get you fired up. And I think this is the perfect fight for you, isn't it, at this stage of your career?
Perfect, man, perfect. Again, McIntyre, I respect him as an opponent, hence why I'm fighting him. And I know that he's got things that's gonna make me have to think, make me have to overcome as well there and then. Boxing's about adapting. And if you have someone in front of you who's not giving you too many things to, work on or adapt to, then you're not learning. All I want to do is learn, man. I'm a very big student of the game. And I started boxing when I was 19, really. My first fight was at 19. I'm now 29. So I'm late, but I'm really ready to put in the work and absorb everything I need to. And over the past 3 months, my training camp's been amazing. And now it's just literally just time to have fun, and that's literally it.
Let's talk about your training camp. Obviously, I know you put in sessions at Loughborough, but at Bilborough as well. First of all, let's talk about how this camp's gone as a whole. Obviously, I know you've had some great sparring. How has training gone for this fight?
Training's gone incredible, man. Incredible. Better than I could have imagined. If I tried to plan out how my training camp was going to be, it could never be how it has been. I was in Spain with Daniel Dubois when he was training for the U6 camp. I was out in the mountains training before then, and I came back now with Angel Fernandez, and I'm training amongst a lot of serious boxers, who have the same burning passion to be better and become number one as well. So it's good to mix it with them, and it only helps me, especially, again, on paper, I'm kind of inexperienced. So this is where my experience will start filling up, my cup will start filling up quicker. And again, with McIntyre on Saturday, it's gonna be a big tick on my checklist.
So originally I was going to come with a question about why you're still training at Bilborough, but as you mentioned training with Dubois, what's it like to be able to mix about and obviously be around training like that? Someone who's preparing for a world title fight against arguably one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. What was it like to be? What was that whole experience like for yourself out in Spain?
It was amazing, man. It was amazing and very beneficial and fruitful to see someone prepare for where I want to be at. At some point I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. Contending for the world title. So I want to see how he does it, how he prepares for it, his mentality, his what he does on a day-to-day basis, and then when it comes to my time, I'll be able to take that experience and use it. So this is what I'm about, man. Like I said, I'm a very big student of the game, and I'll learn wherever I can learn. I've got enough humility, and I forget the ego with this boxing thing. You got to learn to be the best, and I'm more than happy to do so. So that was amazing to be a part of that, a very, very big part of that as well. And then coming back, I still train at Bilborough as well, man. I'm always there. I'm also trying to bring on the youths too. I always got to give back, man, because again, for me, this is surreal, and I always remember where I started off at. So if I can help the next generation become champions as well, whilst I'm becoming a champion, it's the best thing, man. You got to give back, and I love just being here and being involved in this mix, because at some point I dreamt for this, you know. I was dreaming for these big stages, and I'm kind of here now. And this ain't just the end. This is like, I said it before, the sky's the limit. And I can be further and further and further. On Saturday night, I just got to do what I got to do, and then that's another notch.
So I always love hearing fighters say they love giving back, but obviously it's even more special in it from you. Bilborough is literally 10 minutes away from me. It's right next to Harvey Haddon, isn't it? Yeah. Harvey Haddon's where I covered my first ever show. It's where I started. So just hearing you wanting to give back and obviously help bring people up as well, it's just good. It's what the sport's about, isn't it?
Of course, 100%, man. I had my debut at Harvey Haddon. My professional first fight was at Harvey Haddon, and I drive by there nearly every day. And I had an amateur fight there as well. So it's very historic for me, man. Like, at one point I'm going to do a documentary, man. It's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, it's going to blow up Netflix. Because sometimes when I'm driving through Nottingham and I'm, doing what I used to do back in the day, running down the same street that I used to run down like 7 years ago, getting ready for my second amateur fight, it's surreal. But now I'm getting ready for essentially what people call the big stage, and I'm not going to downplay it. To me, it feels like it is, and I feel like I'm ready for it, man. Like, everything I've done in my life has led up to this point here, and it's huge, man. It's a magnificent occasion, but instead of shying away from it and I'm ready for it, I know I'm ready for it, man. You got to pray to be ready for things, and I'm more than ready for it, for sure.
And I just want to quickly switch the attention to this main event. Obviously, as soon as the game, I'm sure you watch a lot of boxing. I want to talk about the main event, Zhang Joyce 2. The first fight was not, what happened was not expected by anyone. No one expected Zhang to come and stop Joyce so early, let alone even stop him. Yeah. How do you see this rematch playing out?
I feel like it's a big ass for Joyce, man. I want him to win. I really do. But Zhang is a tricky operator. He's very, very good, man. If you know boxing, he's a solid operator. Good heavyweight. Southpaw too always poses more tricks and trouble with than normal orthodox fighters. But I feel like overall, Joyce can get the job done if he's got that fire, that vengeance in him. Because to fight someone who you've already been beat to, I know it's a mental battle that you got to get through first, and then the physicality, and hopefully they got a game plan in place. And if the game plan's right, I feel like Joyce has the tools, but it's going to be a hard fight, put it that way.
Can I get a prediction for this fight? I want you to lock in a prediction right here, right now.
I was trying to dodge that. You see that? I was trying to sidestep, I was trying to pivot everything. I'm going to say Joyce, man, on points.
Like to hear it. Ezra, thank you for your time. Always a pleasure seeing the Nottingham fighter strive and just represent the city. And yeah, best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.